What up, you Timmers here. Since this month, I'm doing my reviews for past June films. Here's my review for the 2012 comedy Ted. Ted premiered all the way back on June 29th, 2012, and was pretty much a directorial debut by by Family Guy creator Seth MacFarlane. You of course had Mark Wahlberg, who, by the way, when you think of Mark Wahlberg, obviously you think of him doing dramatic stuff, whether it be The Departed, whether it be something like Fear, those type of films. The guy has an act for comedy. This dude is great when it comes to comedy. I mean, what really made me become a fan of his comedy work was actually with the movie The Other Guys. When he did The Other Guys with Will Ferrell, I'm like, this dude, this is literally the same guy from Boogie Nights and those type of hardcore drama type stuff. But when he wants to, this guy could do comedy perfectly. And Mark Wahlberg was so funny in this one. Here of course Mark Wahlberg plays John Bennett, who as a when he was like a kid, he made a wish that his new teddy bear Ted be that Ted was alive, and so his wish came true, and all of a sudden Ted is now alive, and he's voiced by Seth MacFarlane. And of course, the parents, by the way, in the beginning, the parents are actually played. The mother is portrayed by Alex Borstein, who you might know as the voice of Lois from Family Guy, and the one who voices the dad is Ralph Garman, who of course has appeared on Family Guy a couple of times. I think he voiced the evil monkey on Family Guy a few times too. So yeah, and of course, John. Now that John's older, he's now in a relationship with this girl named Lori, played by another Family Guy alum, Mila Kunis. And Lori kind of wants John to grow up, and but instead, John mostly smokes weed, drink with Ted, and she pretty much wants him to grow up and everything. And John's trying the best he can to grow up, and he even gets Ted to move out from his apartment and all. But anyway, Ted, I would say this 2012 was a perfect year for comedies. We had movies like Project X, we had American Reunion, we had That's My Boy. Out of all the comedies in 2012, Ted was literally in my top 10. Actually, it was actually my number one favorite comedy that year. And not only that, it wasn't even. I'm not even joking. Ted is literally in my top 10 favorite movies of that year. Like, it's that good. Seth MacFarlane. I mean, when you think of him, obviously you think of Family Guy and everything like that. Seth MacFarlane does this movie perfectly. He of course voices Ted, and I love how he uses Peter Griffin's voice as the voice of Ted. I mean, it's pretty much Peter's voice coming out from Ted. I always found that to be pretty funny. And top of it, you also had some other interesting cast members here too. You had Joe McHale, who plays Mila Kunis's douchebag of a manager. Joe McHale is so good at playing these dick roles. You also had Giovanni Ribisi, who's plays a character named Donnie, and he's also Ted's biggest friend, and he ends up kidnapping Ted. Giovanni Ribisi, this dude is great. I mean, I like the scene where he's dancing to that I Think We're Alone now. You even had Matt Walsh, who plays Mark Wahlberg's boss. Jessica Barth steals so much scenes as Ted's girlfriend, co-worker Tammy Lynn. Jessica Barth is great in this movie. You also had some other cool. I mean, Sam Jones. This movie actually made people kind of introduced to Flash Gordon, by the way. Because of this movie, there are actually more people who knows who Flash Gordon is because of Ted. That's how great. Another great thing about this movie. I mean, I remember Flash Gordon when I was a kid. I mean, granted, Flash Gordon was ahead of my time, so I didn't watch it till a little later. But it was really cool to see Flash Gordon, himself, make a cameo here. You even had Ryan Reynolds having a fun cameo. You also had the one who plays Giovanni Ribisi's son in this. He was pretty fun. I mean, yeah, this. I mean, it's really cool seeing how fun Stephen Fun had with this movie. I mean, it is so raunchy, it's dirty, it's entertaining. I just so much love this movie. I remember watching it probably about twice when it got released. I used to get a kick out of this film all the time. If you guys have not seen it, it is on HBO Max. Go watch it. Ted is one of the funniest movies of the 2010s. I mean, come on, it had some cool cameos. From Sam Jones to Ryan Reynolds to Nora Jones was in this. Ted Danson, even Patrick Stewart, was the narrator. That was pretty cool to hear. So yeah, Ted. I mean, this thing has so much fun lines, so much fun moments. I just adore it so much. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever seen Seth MacFarlane's Ted? If so, what's up? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? What were some of your favorite parts? Some of your favorite moments? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. This is Simmer sign out.